Hello my fellow crocheters, welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't ever miss my new videos. Today I would like to show you how to make this textured granny square, which is very pretty and relatively easy to make. And granny squares are just great to practice your crochet skills, and they're so versatile. You can make a whole bunch of granny squares and you can put them into anything you want. You can put them into blankets, sweaters, bags, skirts, dresses, anything you want. So let's get started. For this tutorial, I used wool yarn called Knit Picks and a 3.5mm hook. Okay, so we're going to start with the magic ring. Once you have your magic ring completed, chain 3 and 2 more double crochets into the magic ring. So you're starting this out just like your basic standard granny square. Chain 2, another 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, chain 2, and another cluster of 3 double crochets. To finish up our first round, we're going to do something a little bit different. So pull the magic ring closed. Okay, so we're going to make a nice and seamless end. So you're going to chain 1 here, and then instead of slip stitching, we're going to put a half double crochet in the top of our chain 3. And there you go, you have your first round completed, and it looks just like the beginning of a very basic granny square. Okay, so here instead of chaining 3, we're going to put a single crochet in the same space and then chain 2 to make it look more like a double crochet, and then you put 2 more double crochets in the same space. After this, on the side, you're going to only chain 1, and you're going to put another cluster of 3 double crochets in the corner. Now chain 2 and another cluster, and this is what you're going to do for every corner. We're going to put 2 clusters of 3 double crochets with 2 chains in between. Now since you're going along the side, you only chain 1, and then the same thing we're doing for the other corner, 2 clusters with 2 chains in between. And you keep doing the same thing all the way around until you get to the beginning of your round 2. Now at the end, chain 2. And now we are going to slip stitch to the beginning, but we're going to go from the back just to make a more seamless looking slip stitch joint. Okay, make sure your working yarn is at the back, and that's all you do. Just insert your hook from the back and you're done with your round. And now fasten off. And this is your 2 rounds of your basic granny square. To start your 3rd row, we're going to take your new yarn and start with a slip knot, and we are going to make a standing double crochet again to make a nicer looking joint. So after you have your slip knot on your hook, yarn over like you would for a double crochet, and you're going to insert your hook into any corner by holding the loops on the hook, and now pull through just like a double crochet. And don't make your slip knot as tight as I did, because it's hard to get through. So this way, instead of chain 3, you have a nice looking double crochet, and then you're going to put 2 more into that corner, and then chain 1, put a double crochet in the next chain 1 space, and now we're going to do a front post treble crochet. So wrap it 2 times around the hook, insert it around that post of that double crochet. There you go. And another double crochet in the space. Chain 1 again, and 2 clusters with 2 chains in the corner, just like in the previous row. In the previous round. Chain 1, double crochet. Now front post treble crochet, and a double crochet. Don't forget to chain 1 in there. And now you're just going to repeat that same pattern all around, putting 2 clusters with 2 chains in every corner, and putting double crochet, front post treble crochet, double crochet in every chain one space in the middle. Okay, we're going to end here the same way by chaining one and half double crochet into your first double crochet. There you go, makes it a very nice finish. And single crochet into that same space, 2 chains, and 2 more double crochets in the same space. Now chain 1, and now you are just pretty much doing what you did in the first round, so the basic granny square. So 3 double crochets in the space, chain 1 space, then chain 1, another cluster here, chain 1, and do the same corner as just in the previous rounds. That means a cluster, chain 2, and another cluster, chain 1, and then you're just going to repeat the same thing all around, putting clusters of 3 double crochets with chain 1s in betweens, and the corners with 2 clusters with 2 chains in between. Now here we are at the end, so don't forget to chain 1 there, and you're going to finish up with 3 double crochets, going to chain 2 here. I accidentally only chained 1, and again we're gonna insert the hook from the back to slip stitch, move your working yarn behind your work, and pull through and close it off and fasten off. So 4 rounds are now done. For your next round, you're going to grab another color again, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to start with a slip knot and wrap around 1 time around your hook as starting a double crochet. Hold that in place, go into any corner and work it as a double crochet. There you go. So that would be your first one instead of the chain 3, and then put 2 more double crochets in that space as always, just the same. That doesn't change from round to round. Chain 1, then double crochet. Yeah, I forgot to do a chain 1 there. Okay, now we do a front post treble crochet, and then another double crochet in the same space, chain 1 again. In that next space, you just going to put a basic cluster of 3 double crochets, chain one. Don't forget those chain ones in between all the clusters. Okay, in the next space, double crochet, then front post treble crochet, and again another double crochet. Sorry for being off camera here. Okay, so another chain one, and we are doing the corner the same as before. 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. Make sure you don't forget to chain 1, and then you are just going to repeat those same steps. So just like that, all the way around. And here you have it. This is what it should look like. Now we're gonna chain 1 in here and a half double crochet into the first double crochet, making it look very nice, and then single crochet in the same space and chain 2 and another 2 double crochets. And this round is going to be repeating your basic granny square pattern. So we're just putting clusters in all the spaces of 3 double crochets with chains, with chain 1 in between, and the corners of 2 clusters, you know, with 2 chains. So technically you're doing the repeat of round 4, just with some extra stitches in the middles. And this is it for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe.